For more than a decade, the Georgia Innocence Project has been a voice for the innocent. Its mission is simple: to free innocent people from prison. The Georgia Innocence Project receives thousands of letters from inmates requesting assistance.
It's a long and frustrating process for us to look at all the cases. Usually we get a letter from somebody who is in prison asking us for our help, and that's really when our investigation begins. And most of our cases are at least 20 years old, so we have to go back and gather all the documents relating to the case because we can't go to the crime scene and find new information because it's been 20 years.
The Georgia Innocence Project is a nonprofit organization that operates with just 2 full-time employees and a volunteer staff of interns and attorneys.
We take cases here in Georgia and in Alabama, and we look at old criminal cases where the identity of the perpetrator is an issue. So that means they're usually stranger on stranger cases, and cases where there might be evidence, usually DNA, that could help us prove who committed the crime.
The Georgia Innocence Project caters to people who have gone through their trial, exhausted all of their appeals, and still believe that there is DNA evidence that could exonerate them of the crimes that they were convicted of. There's really no other resources for them at that point once they have had the opportunity to go in front of a judge and file that appeal.
John White, age 51, was convicted of rape, burglary, robbery, and aggravated assault in 1980. He was exonerated in December 2007.
The Innocence Project, they was a godsend. They went over a whole lot of obstacles trying to reach out and contact the guys that was convicted falsely. I guess every guy that come out of the penitentiary feel a sense of gratitude, and for somebody that, after you don't been inside the penitentiary, for somebody to reach out and help you, it makes that gratitude just that much strong. I feel like that if it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't be out of the penitentiary today.
John is now working part-time as the Georgia Innocence Project's custodian. He also sells leather items he crafts. The Georgia Innocence Project continues to be the voice of the innocent. We're here at Columbus State University today at the Let Us Make Man Conference. The Let Us Make Man Conference is a gathering of men and their families from the tri-state area who have come to examine issues particularly pertaining to African American males.
Let Us Make Man is a piece of work that we put together. We call it the Gathering to Reclaim Black Manhood.
I'm talking about the brother that puts the classic rims on his car and he doesn't even have a job. The one who's 40 years old, still living up in the house with his mama.
What I enjoyed the most is it was so informative about all the needs for the young people and all the opportunities that they can have by having a positive influence in their life.
Let Us Make Man seeks to address the disparities within the African American community, and particularly African American males.
Prison statistics have shown significantly that there's a significant problem going on inside the black community as far as education is concerned versus incarceration. There's a direct relationship between the level of education and those who's being incarcerated.
It was very touching, and then there was a young man in there that had actually been in the system and things and stuff that has witnesses and stuff that being mentored has helped him and things.
Let Us Make Man has been a success. We're sure you'll agree, and we thank you for joining us today on Let Us Make Man at 49 Days to Fabulous TV. Look for more wonderful community-oriented projects from 49 Days to Fabulous TV. Thank you. I'm your host, Marilyn Johnson.